Hey, hi everyone. Hi, can you hear me? Hi, Divyanshi. Hi, Divyang. Hi, guys. How are you guys? How are you doing today? So, how is your weekend going? How is your afternoon going? So, today is a very interesting live. Today, I will be in conversation with the founder of Career Naksha, which is a career mentoring and career counseling company. So that he can address your question around career counseling and career building. Nimesh has joined. Hey, hi Nimesh. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, Nimesh. I'm very good afternoon to you.
Yeah, is my voice audible?
Yeah, absolutely. You are perfectly audible.
Great. Hi everyone. Thanks for joining. I think uh, I was bit skeptical about this live, but it looks like it's going well.
Yeah, so lots of people are live now and they want to listen to your journey and some tips on career mentoring and career counseling. So shall we get started?
Yeah, please.
So guys, before we get started, I want to give the audience here a very brief and very quick introduction of Nimish. So Nimish is the founder of careernaksha.com, which is a career mentoring and career guidance website company. He has mentored thousands of people across India with their career counseling questions and how to make a career, which profession to jump in, which stream to pick up. So he has helped many people with their career related questions and doubts. So welcome on the live, Nimesh. Good to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Hopefully, I'll be able to add value to students and people who are watching us today.
Wonderful. So let's get started, Nimesh. I want, before I ask you the questions around career counseling and career mentoring, I would like you to share the story of Career Naksha, how you started Career Naksha, what was your mission behind starting it, and how you have impacted the life of students by building this company from ground up.
Sure. So, Career Naksha, as you know, is a career counseling and mentorship platform. So, we provide do CSR, corporate social responsibility work, particularly with rural students, right? And we partner with corporates, we partner with NGOs, we partner with platforms like you to reach out to more students and give them the right career decision making thought process and help them get awareness about what are the new career opportunities which are particularly shrooming up in the market and how to take up the career path, take the right steps and achieve your career dreams, right? So that's our vision, mission. And so we started almost 3 years back, particularly to the reason why we started. We all like career path, right? And they need help, they need mentorship. So that's when when I was figuring out my career path, I thought that I have done a lot of different things, and even the other co-founders who are part of our platform, they also realize that everybody is kind of looking to find the right path, looking to find that happiness, satisfaction, and success, right? So all ingredients put together is what somebody would be more keen to go into that kind of career path. So that's when the idea started about Career Naksha, and basically the name also suggests like building map. So let's say if you want to go from one location to another location, you set up your location, your end goal, right? You put it on your Google Maps and then you take different paths that are possible. So similarly, we also want to build something similar where if students have the right platform, they can build their career path, get the right mentors, and they can choose what to take, what not to take, and then decide accordingly.
So wow, that's a very wonderful journey, and you have explained very well. Why you pick up the name Career Naksha, because if you want to reach a destination, you should have a GPS, you should have a map with you from where you want to go. So wonderful, that's really wonderful. So let me get started with the first question, and this question is also the title of this Instagram live. How can one decide which career to pick, or how can one decide his or her dream career? So what are your thoughts?
So yeah, so again, it's a very important question for every youngster and every student, right? Finding the right career and dream career, right? So again, it's a combination of finding your passion, finding your interest, your abilities, your personality, your skills, your knowledge, right? It's a combination of so many different ingredients, right? It's not something just saying ki bhai find the passionate path. It's also, do you have the ability, do you have the interest, do you have the personality that suits to be in that particular career domain that you are choosing, right? So it's a combination of multiple things, and again, finding the right career path will take time. It can't be done overnight. You have to explore, you have to understand about yourself first, right? You need to find who you are, and in order to find who you are, you need to take tools like psychometric test, because unless and until you know what are your strengths and your weaknesses, you won't be able to decide the right career path, right? So it's a lot of different things, that you set of multiple things that you do in order to find the right career path. Hopefully that answers a question. Again, there is no one like a single sentence or an answer to your question. It's a multiple things that you need to do. So you need to explore, you need to find about yourself, you need to find what interests you, what are your abilities, what are your skill sets, what knowledge do you have, or what knowledge have you gained through multiple years of experience. And once you find all these things, then you start thinking about satisfaction, happiness, and success.
That's really wonderful. So my next question to you, Nimesh, is, generally when we're deciding to pick up a career or pick up a stream, we, consult our peers. It could be our friends, it could be our parents, it could be our teachers. And, sometimes they force a decision on us because, our parents say, doctor banja, engineer banja, CA banja, because it's a very safe profession. You have a respectable job, you will earn good money, and you can, fulfill the family needs, financial needs. But what are your thoughts on it? Kitna theek hai going by this approach, and what should be the right approach of taking a decision? I know parents and teachers, they are our well wishers, but isme kya dikkat hai? When they are forming this decision of their career, and how Career Naksha comes into place and help that candidate, without any bias, what career to pick up.
Right. So I think your question is how. So can you repeat your question? Your voice is getting very low.
Let me repeat my question. So I was saying, whenever someone takes a decision, whenever maybe 11th-year-old kid, or maybe someone in initial years of his college, he want to decide on a profession, he generally consult his parents, his friends, his peers on making a decision. So my question to you is, this approach mein how good is this approach, or what should be the ideal approach? Kya family se puchna theek hai, because I know they are our well wishers, but sometimes they also impose a decision. So that is my question to you.
Right. So again, there are so many different people around every student, right? It's friends, then family, then you have relatives, then you have third party people or counselors like us, right? Psychologists who are independent of the environment you live in, right? So students are exposed to multiple people around them, and similarly every graduate or a professional. So when we say a counselor, right? So counselor will always have an unbiased approach. So it's very important that you are not influenced by your friends, family, or somebody, because career is something that is unique to yourself. It's not going to be dependent on your parents or your friends or somebody else who is going to pick a career for you. It's basically you as an individual have to choose your own career. So it's very important that you are not influenced by others to take up a decision. That's one. Second, uh, it's always advisable to take independent opinions from people or counselors or psychologists or experts or mentors, because again, everybody around you will have a very biased opinions, right, about you. So you might not know and like what are your strengths. You might not know what exactly you can do, what are your capabilities beyond that particular bubble. So it's very important that you take an independent opinion and somebody who is not part of your environment. So it gives a unbiased opinion. It gives a very true and honest opinion about the student, right? So it's very important that you have a third party intervention. And third, so yes, parents, relatives, friends, they give you advice. They give you something which might be good for you, might be neutral, or might be bad, right? You don't know. So it's always good to listen to them. It's always good to hear them out. It's always good to explore what they are saying, what they are giving you as an opinion, and then choose according to your own interest, abilities, and again the same thing, right? It's your own career. So listen to everybody, take the decision based on listening to all, and it should be your own decision. Again, it might be influenced by somebody, it might be kind of taken by an independent consultant or a counselor, but the decision has to be in your own hands.
That's a very interesting, take that you should be, you should take information from different sources, but ultimately it's your decision, and always try to take always try to take information from an unbiased source, like, career counselors like you, because they will be, giving you the best answers or unbiased answers. Very, very right. So, Nimish, my next question to you is, in this, era of automation, artificial intelligence, uh, what is your prediction of, jobs or career opportunity, in an upcoming years, maybe a decade? How do you think that, career landscape will change in this decade or upcoming years? And what will be your pick, or what will be your career pick, if you have to, if there is a college or maybe a school guy who has to decide on a career? So what should be the best option he or she should select from?
Definitely, definitely. So, see, if we look around ourselves, right, with the pandemic itself, there has been a lot of changes to the career options, to digitalization that has gone in every sector. So, if you are a student right now, let's say you are a school student, you should be prepared to think about technology. You should be prepared to think about 21st century skills like coding, artificial intelligence, machine learning, things which are related to automation, related to computers, right? Related to machines, right? So this is something which is very, very important, that they should start thinking about those 21st century skills, right? For students who are graduating, students who are in college, they should think about practical skills, right? It should be a combination of soft skills and technical skills. So when I say that, you should, let's say if you are an engineer, right? If you are a computer science engineer, so as a computer science engineer, you might be good at coding, you might be good at writing really awesome code, and you like building a good software, and so and so forth, right? but along with that, you need to have team skills, you need to have presentation skills, you should have communication skills, you should have interpersonal skills, how to talk to others, how to present yourself, how to communicate your ideas, right? These are something which will make you employable, right? Because employment is something different than what you get as an education. So in order to be employable, you have to take one step ahead of your education, which is you have to gain practical skills which are applicable to an industry or applicable to a particular job role or profession that you want to join, right? So soft skills makes you more employable. And of course, if you as a technical, like I said, 21st century skills, like things are moving towards sustainable development, renewable energy, right? Solar energy is on top, electric energy is becoming so popular, right? Then you have cryptocurrencies that are coming up so big time. Then you see no, like coding becoming so popular, right? Android development, iOS development. With pandemic, we have realized the importance of genetic engineering, right? Then you can see so many different career options even in the education sector, right? Everything is going live. You have to so even teachers have to get trained on latest technologies, right? So that they can deliver their lectures, they should be able to prepare their presentation. So there are so many different things that have cropped up in the last 1.5 2 years. So I think that is going to continue in the next 5 to 6 years and in the next decade. So students who are looking to get the right career paths, they should think about technology, they should think about finding those learning those 21st century skills and becoming more and more employable by gaining soft skills along with technical skills.
Absolutely right. And if I have to judge all these things in a single acronym, so I guess the acronym is STEM, STEM, science, technology, engineering, medical. And most of the companies, they are now focusing on jobs around this, acronym. There's, fields, science, technology, engineering, medical. You're very right. This will be the future of jobs. If you want to, be future ready, then you can definitely go for jobs around this particular fields. Nimish, my next question to you is, and this is something which has been asked again and again. I am very sure, yeah, the students which you have mentored, they must have asked you the same question. Our degrees, whatever we study in schools, whatever we study in colleges, are reluctant. Whenever we go for an interview, the interviewer always asks, they're not happy with us, having a degree. They always ask us, what other course have you done? What internships have you done? Other skills you have obtained apart from your degree. My question to you here is our college education not enough that we have to do online courses or online trainings just to fulfill or just to be eligible for the job? So what are your thoughts on this, and what is the gap also in our education system?
So definitely. So students, see, there is a gap, but again, in order to fill that gap, we have so many different resources, right? Like you said, we can gain knowledge through online skilling. We can gain knowledge through peer learning. We can gain knowledge through platforms like Coursera, Udemy, EDX, and things like that, right? So that's one thing. But the second thing that you also mentioned, right? Students have to do some practical internships, or you should go work with somebody, you should work with a startup, you should work with entrepreneurs, you should work with large corporates, so you get exposure to what is happening in the industry, right? You know exactly what kind of opportunities are there and what you can do as an individual. So that's very important to explore, and that is very important that even if you get an internship, whatever kind of internship, right, you should work for some time, you should learn, you should reciprocate and come back and see what exactly you can do, what are your strengths, right? So it's very important that students who are in college or in school, they should look out for internship, they should look out for upskilling, they should bridge the gap, they should also think about how they can start thinking about these soft skills, because that's another element that everybody forgets, right? Everybody is looking for technical skills, but what about the soft skills? What about the communication skills? So that's very additional thing that students should kind of learn. They should practice, they should work in an industry environment, and that will help them find the right opportunities.
Hmm. Nimish, you mentioned the term entrepreneur in your, answer. So there are also many students, who don't want to get a job. They want to do something of their own, like you, who want to create jobs for others. So what is your, advice to all those people who are not following the conventional norm and they want to be, job creators rather than, job followers, or people who are who want to get a job? So what will you advise, being an entrepreneur yourself?
Definitely. So there is one aspect of getting a job, then there is another aspect of creating jobs, right? So when you say creating jobs, it's something related to solving a problem. So again, as an entrepreneur, you are solving a problem, right? So find out that problem that you want to solve and break that problem into your mission, in your vision, and kind of take it as something that you want to solve, right? So when you start thinking about a problem, when you start thinking about making a difference, right, you start creating a vision and mission, and then eventually when you start breaking down your problem statement, you start building stuff, right? So when you say creating jobs, it's basically building organization, building startups, building something that will help in creating more jobs, right? So it's important that people who think that they have the capability, they can solve a problem, real life problem, then they should start thinking about building an organization around it and bringing those set of right people on board, and then starting to solve that problem. So that's very important, that you have an idea that solves the problem, a very important problem in the society, or maybe something related to anything that they are looking at around, right? It could be as simple as in the education sector, in the industry, in manufacturing sector, or anything related to technical. So there's so many different problems that we face even in the society, right? So that's how you can find an idea, and then you can work upon an idea. Once you start building something on top of your idea, you start thinking about building your startup or an organization. And again, it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of hustle, a lot of stamina to build a startup. Again, it's not very easy. There might be more job seekers, but creating jobs is very difficult. It's not easy, and like it might be very fancy. It might look, people might look at it as something that is going to give you a rosy picture. But again, like, entrepreneurship is not that easy. It takes a lot of courage, risk taking abilities, then how you really can grind and hustle long hours, right? So that's how you see it. And that's why creating jobs, if you have that passion that you want to create, solve a problem, right, then definitely go for it. You can create a larger difference rather than being a job seeker.
Absolutely, and you have very rightly put that. Entrepreneurship looks very glamorous. People think that they will be respected more if they are an entrepreneur. Very glamorous, feel, look and feel. But it's a very, struggleful job to be an entrepreneur. You have to take care of your employees first. You have to take care of their payroll, their salary, before taking yours. So very rightly, you have put by you that it's a very serious responsibility of being an entrepreneur. I have one last question for you, then I will take questions from the audience. And guys, if you have any question, please put in the chat box. I will take your questions after that. So my last question to you, Neha, for people who are listening this, who are watching this Instagram live, if you want to give 3-4 actionables, okay, 3-4 action items for people who are confused about their career, for people who, maybe for professionals who are still stuck in a job they don't like, or for students, school students who want to decide which career path they want to take in their life. So 3-4 actionables, if you want to give to the audience here related to their career.
Sure. So one action item is definitely finding yourself, your strength. So take a psychometric test, because taking psychometric test gives you an understanding about your personality, your interest, abilities, skills, knowledge, and all the dimensions. So that will give you an understanding about yourself. Second, write down. So noting it down. So one of the things that people have stopped doing because of the digitalization is writing down, right? So when I say writing down, what to write? So write something that you have learned or you want to become. So whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are, whatever you really want to achieve in next 5, 10, 15 years, write it down. So that's the second thing. Third, whenever you are in confusion, whenever you are in dilemma, whenever you want to understand what could be right for you, talk to a mentor, have a mentor, have somebody who is senior to you, have somebody who might be knowledgeable, right? So having a mentor, somebody to turn up to, maybe your father, maybe your mother, maybe somebody your close relative, but he should be somebody giving you an unbiased opinion about what you are doing or what you want to do. So that's, having a mentor is very important. Third, right? Fourth, very important suggestion I want to give all our viewers is, whenever you are in confusion, whenever you are thinking about things, right, it's very important that you start imagining or start exploring or start viewing. So for example, let's say I am sad, right, and I want to make myself happy or cheerful. So what I'll do, I'll either listen to a song or go to YouTube video, right, or talk to someone. So similarly, whenever you are in dilemma in your career, explore. So explore, watch videos, inspirational videos, motivational videos, go to YouTube, search, okay, I want to become an audiologist, I want to become a musician, I want to become a let's say actor, I want to become a model, I want to become an influencer, YouTuber, so on and so forth. Just look at those people, how did they do it, what they were doing, learn from them, right? So, and similarly, listen to podcasts, listen to things like that, that will make you more confident and positive. So it's very important that you remain positive, you remain attached to your goals that you have written down in your second, right? So these are the four things I would like all our viewers to do it.
Amazing. And just to reiterate all the 4 action items. So number 1 is, psychometric test, that you need to take a psychometric test. Number 2 was writing your goals down. Number 3 was, you having a mentor. Talk to a mentor, ask your doubts, clear your doubts. And number 4 was explore whatever field you want to enter in. Or if you're curious about any profession, any particular job, just explore it, talk to people who are into this profession, maybe Google it. So these are 4 action items for you people. Wonderful, Nimesh. Wonderful. Let me, I'm taking questions from the audience and is exploring the chat to see what questions we have. So guys, please, if you have any questions, you can put in the chat. I will be happy to address this.
Looks like a lot of Career Naksha followers also joined today. I know a lot of them. So hopefully this was a worthwhile live session for them, because we didn't do live session since long. So hopefully this will add value to our viewers as well.
Since we don't have any questions from audience, here is one more question I want to ask you. Since you have mentored more than thousand of students, what is that one question which has been asked to you or your team again and again? Same question related to career. One very common question asked to you and your team related to.
Right. So if you look at students, if you look at college students, or if you look at school students or professional, everybody is asking, when do you stop thinking about career? See, everybody is thinking about career, but when do you stop thinking about career? So when, भाई मेरे को मैं कब गोल अचीव करूंगा, है ना? Everybody is like कि मैं कब stable होऊंगा, when will I become like kind of satisfied in what I'm doing. So that's a very important thing that everybody is looking out for. But again, it's a continuous process. Second, it's a journey. Third, it's very important that you keep on doing what you are doing and taking the right steps, right? So never stop, always think about positivity. And again, yes, ultimate goal of every person is to be satisfied, to be happy, to be successful. And of course, like if many of them might have money as a add-on, right? So I keep on hearing कि भाई हम कब settle होंगे, कब, what is that end goal, right? What is that, when do we feel, again, everybody has their own accomplishments, right? Every individual is doing something or the other for themselves. So I can't answer that question for individually. So you need to decide when to stop. You need to decide what to do even when you stop. And you need to decide what is that end goal that you are looking for. What is that purpose? What is that passion? What is that satisfaction? What is that happiness? Right? So that's how you can be more stable, you can be more satisfied with whatever you continue doing.
So, Nimish, we have one question from the viewer. Let me project this him on the screen.
Sure.
Is the question: should one take engineering and explore dimension if one is confused about what to be done? So, I just want to mention one thing here. I'm also engineer myself, and it's a very safe statement that जो भी करना है engineering के बात करो. If you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to be a singer, do your engineering first. Have an engineering degree. उसके बाद देख लेना यार. It's your whole life ahead. So, what is your take on this and answer to this question?
See, what I believe, and again, what I believe might not be the right thing, but what I have seen when I have seen a lot of career paths and people, mentors, experts in different domains, engineering has become something like a engineering करके explore करेंगे, इंजीनियरिंग कर लेते उसके बाद देखेंगे, इंजीनियरिंग कर लेते कुछ शायद समझ में आ जाएगा, या इंजीनियरिंग कर लेते हैं उसके बाद कुछ देखेंगे. So that's, again, if you look at from my perspective, what I believe is कि engineering is taking your 4 years of your life, right? If you are thinking from the perspective of joining an engineering field and then exploring, it's like giving away 4 years of your life to something that might not be interesting to you, right? So that's one. Second, what I believe is accelerating your career needs to start even early. So for example, when you are in your formative years of 9th 10th class, राइट, आप सबसे पहला डिसीजन करियर का लेते हो कि भाई मैं साइंस में जाऊंगा, कॉमर्स में जाऊंगा कि आर्ट्स में जाऊंगा, राइट? So that is when you should start thinking about your career, and that is when you should start thinking about what you want to achieve, what you want to become, right? And it's not right to take engineering and then explore dimension. You can explore even without taking engineering and explore early on, as early as possible, so that you can reach your goals. And that is what I believe, accelerating your career can only happen if you explore things before you take up a decision, right? Taking a decision and then exploring is something wasting a lot of time and wasting your energy in something which might not be good for you. So if you are confused, find out the right, explore it, and then take the decision and accelerate your career path. Don't delay your exploration just because आपके पास कोई और other option नहीं है. It is better to take a 1 year break and explore and then do the thing, rather than going into engineering and wasting 4 years and then exploring. Yeah, during the exploration you are studying something else and exploring something else. So don't get just motivated कि भाई IIT कर लेते हैं तो उसके बाद कोई ना कोई इंजीनियरिंग में चले जाएंगे, फिर उसके बाद देखेंगे क्या करेंगे, and then you become a content writer, then you become a artist, then you become a designer, something very different. If you want to become a designer, why don't you kind of explore it in your 11th 12th and become a designer before doing an engineering. You might earn a lot of experience, plus you will you will be a better designer and you will be a better artist compared to being an engineer and then becoming an artist, right? So that is what I believe कि भाई आप पहले कर सकते हो जो चीज आप इंजीनियरिंग के करने के बाद सोचते हो वही चीज आप पहले भी कर सकते हो.
One last question. Since we are talking about engineering, there is one question I want to ask you. आज से I guess 5 से 6 साल पहले तक this people have now started taking these non-conventional jobs, YouTubing हो गई या podcasting हो गई या content creation हो गया seriously. But आज से 5 से 6 साल पहले तक I guess these jobs were in the very initial stages और लोग इतना seriously नहीं लेते थे. So what are your thoughts around it? जो आज के लिए jobs है, ये creative jobs, if I have to put it, content creation, graphic designing, video editing, या podcasting. So do you think these are good career choices if someone wants to go into that?
Definitely. Definitely, these are some of the good career options, and definitely they are equally rewarding, right? Again, the most important question is, do you want to do that? Are you the right person to do it? Do you have the abilities, interest, and personality suited for those kind of jobs or those kind of non-conventional jobs, right? It might not be the right thing for everyone. Again, everybody can't be a YouTuber, everybody can't be an engineer. Similarly, everybody can't start a podcast, everybody can't do a live session like this, right? So every person is different, unique, and they have their own strengths. So always choose something which is based on your strengths and based on your because that's your own career. Based on everything that you choose is going to define your future. So it's again, it's not like one size fits all.
I want to add one thing here. This is something which I personally noticed in people in my juniors. जो लोग इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे होते हैं many times they believe कि इंजीनियरिंग नहीं हो रही, चलो कंटेंट क्रिएशन में घुस जाते हैं, चलो वीडियो एडिटिंग में घुस जाते हैं, because they believe बहुत इजी जॉब है. उनसे वो कोडिंग नहीं होती, उनसे वो टेक्निकल चीजें नहीं होती, उनको लगता है चलो लेट्स गेट इनटू दिस, बहुत इजी प्रोफेशन है या बहुत आसान काम होगा. सो व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स अराउंड इट?
So again, nothing is right. No, I get it what you are trying to say. I have seen this myself when I'm hiring so many people, right? Agar engineering karte karte people start doing digital marketing, they start doing content marketing, content writing, they start doing something which is very very much in demand, right? So and then they realize, okay, after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, they are not able to do it, right? They don't sustain. So exploring is one thing. Second is like not going with the flow. Like everybody is kind of कि भाई ये कर रहा है तो चलो ये भी कर लेते हैं, देख लेते हैं, कुछ नौकरी वोकरी लग जाएगी तो सेट हो जाएंगे, right? And then you start doing digital marketing, and then you start doing content marketing and things like that, right? So that is not the right way. Again, what I told you, those are the 4 things that everybody should do. If you are not doing those 4 things, you are again hitting the dart without a target. मतलब आंख बंद करके आप कुछ भी मार रहे हो, तो आंख बंद करके मारने से तो बेटर है कि प्रॉपरली आप अपने आप को क्या कहते हैं असेस करो, अपने आप को जानो एंड एक्सप्लोर करो, लोगों से, मेंटर्स से बात करो, राइट? एंड देन टेक द राइट डिसीजन. डोंट जस्ट थ्रो डार्ट इन द डार्क.
जिसकी बात हमने शुरू में करी थी, दैट यू नीड टू हैव अ जीपीएस, कि आपको जाना कहाँ पे, आपकी स्टार्ट पॉइंट और डेस्टिनेशन क्या है. अनलेस यू हैव अ जीपीएस, आप इधर उधर घूमते रहोगे, अपनी एनर्जी, अपना फ्यूल ही बर्बाद करते रहोगे, बट यू वोंट रीच.
Exactly. So it's very important कि when you have your start location and your destination, you take the shortest and the fastest path, right? So that is what we also believe in, accelerating the careers when you have the right ingredients and you know exactly what you have to do, right? Or you are exploring at least to get to that destination, or else you would again go round and round and not reach your destination. So it's very important that you start finding about yourself and start thinking about mentorship, start thinking about taking help from others. And it's totally okay to take help from others, right? It's not कि अपने आप से करेंगे सब कुछ. It's not like that. When you take an unbiased counseling, or let's say mentorship, you get a very different perspective about like careers or life, right? It's very important that you come out from that bubble and not just stick to yourself, to what is happening or what is known to you. You need to think beyond that.
Absolutely. And this has been a really, really interesting and very, intense discussion. Thanks a lot, Nimish, for your time. And I hope whoever is watching this, in case correlated doubts or questions, they must be addressed. Because before, we end this live, what is the best way to reach to you and your, team? Anyone has any question related to career, or they want to seek any career counseling services? So what is the best way to reach to you and your team?
So we are available on our website www.careernaksha.com. We have our chat bot. We are very active on all the social media handles: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, everywhere, right? Plus, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp. So I'll take down the number. So if anybody wants to reach out, they can reach out to this. I just posted, so they can reach out on this number, right? And we will be glad to support you in your career decision making process. We'll be very happy to be part of yours. And so yeah, thank you so much for having me today, and thanks to the entire team of Glimmers of Gujarat for giving me an opportunity and telling my story, as well as helping students to find the right career path and their dream career. So hopefully this will help many students. Uh, and if you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to ask, they can reach out on this number.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot, Nimish, for your time and helping us with our career-related questions. Thanks a lot. And guys, if you have any
Thank
queries,
you.
on the number provided in the chat, and you can also visit the website careernaksha.com and reach out to the team. Thanks a lot, Nimish, and thanks a lot,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a